In the second part of our practical, we will see the types of connective tissue. According to the arrangement of the cells and fibers and ground substance, the connective tissue can be divided into three main categories, including the connective tissue proper, the embryonic connective tissue, and special connective tissue. The connective tissue proper is either a loose connective tissue or a dense connective tissue. In this station, we will see the first type of loose connective tissue, which is the irregular tissue. Our specimen is the esophagus. This is the lumen. This is our epithelium, which is composed of stratified, non-keratinized squamous epithelium, and the immediate layer beneath it is called the lamina propria. The lamina propria is an example of loose connective tissue. Let's see our lamina propria more clearly. Okay, again, this is our epithelium, this is our lamina propria, and this is our submucosa. You can see here the arrangement of fibers, the percentages of cells, fibers, and the ground substances are more or less equal. You can see many cells that contain nuclei and many fibers of the collagen fibers. Let's see in the higher field. Okay, it is irregular arranged collagen fibers and other type of fibers as well, but you can see here they are the number of cells of fibroblast is equal to the fibers. So this is the lamina propria, which is our example for the loose connective tissue. Our example for the dense connective tissue, there are two types. Dense irregular connective tissue that is found in the dermis of skin. We can see here, this is the epidermis and this is our dermis. The dermis of the skin is a type of dense irregular connective tissue. You can see here the wavy fibers of the collagen are arranged in many directions, and they exceed the number of the cells of the connective tissue. So in the dense irregular connective tissue, there is a small ground substance and more fibers and less fibroblast. Let's see our dense irregular connective tissue. We will see the fibers of the collagen in many directions and small amount of ground substances and fewer cells. Yes, in these fibers. In this section, we can see the scarce fibroblast and many collagen fibers and a few ground substances using the high power field. This is a slide of the tendon, which is an example of a dense regular connective tissue. The dense regular connective tissue is found in the tendons and in the ligaments. Using the next power field, you can see that the fibers of the collagen are arranged in parallel manners, and including here there are some adipocytes. This is a slide of the embryonic connective tissue. It has got two examples, the mesenchymal connective tissue and the mucous connective tissue. This is a mucous connective tissue. Our specimen is the umbilical cord. Here we have got the umbilical artery and veins, and the tissue between them is the mucous connective tissue or the Wharton jelly. You can see here that the ground substances forms the majority of the connective tissue. Using the medium Bohr field, you can see that it contains fewer collagen fibers and abundant ground substance. This is the mucous connective tissue. This is our mucous connective tissue. Using the high power field, you can identify that there is no mature fibroblast, only mesenchymal cells and abundant loose ground substances. Our last type of connective tissue, which is one of the special connective tissue, is the adipose connective tissue. The adipose connective tissue is mainly for storage of the lipids. As you can see here, it appears as if it's empty because the fat is washed out during tissue preparation, and you can see here empty spaces and cells. Using the medium Bohr field, we can see that this is a white unilocular connective tissue with a ring, signet ring appearance. These are the cells. This is the nuclei and the cytoplasm of the adipocyte, pushed by the lipid droplet, which was here, but it was removed during preparation. So this is the walls, and this is the area of the stored fat. This is adipose connective tissue. Again, this is the adipose tissue, adipose connective tissue. These are the nuclei of the adipocytes, and the lipid droplet was here. By this we conclude our practical. We have seen the types of connective tissue, including a connective tissue proper, including loose and dense connective tissue. We have seen the embryonic connective tissue with the mucous connective tissue as an example. We have seen some of the special connective tissue, including adipose connective tissue.